Bitch, this is sickening. Kenny don't know I'm in here. He downstairs fixing tea. He don't know I'm in here doing this. So when you edit this, Kenny, you gonna be like, bitch, how the fuck you get in here and do this? I'm like, I don't know, bitch. Bitch. Sparkle the pillow, bitch. Put it right here. Alright. Bitch, where's that wig, bitch? I don't know, but this is cute. Even though I feel like being on your knees this long should hurt, but that bitch used to it. He alright.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't I don't know. What am I talking about? Cut it out, Kenneth. Hey, what's up all my top bottoms and girls of the world? Kenneth here, and I am back for another video. As you can read below, as you can see in my hand or whatever, it is a story time. I have not did a story time here on my channel in like 2 months, like real story time while I sat down with my story time pillow or something like that and did a story. I have not did that in 2 months, and I apologize, but it wasn't that I got tired of telling stories. I was getting to some very dark, depressing stories. Like, that's all I was remembering, and it was just putting me in moods that I just did not want to be in because the stories was just dark. I couldn't do it. But recently, a lot of you guys have been asking me, Kenneth, where are your story times? We like the makeup and stuff, buddy, but yeah, what is story times at, bitch? Like, y'all, that's how y'all was approaching me. Like, y'all was like, we love you, but we gonna kill you. Yeah. I knew I had to come back with a bang, so I went in my little mind, my little roller deck over here, and I was like, what is my most interesting stories? Like, some of my most interesting stories. I went to Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, by the way, at HeFlawless, original, no underscores. You can see my beautiful face, and you can keep up with what I'm talking about. But I went to Twitter, and I was like, y'all, what story y'all want to hear? And of course, as you could read below, you could see what had won. My one night with a subscriber story. Now, this is not clickbait. I am not trolling you guys whatsoever. It's exactly what it sounds like. My one night stand with a subscriber. I'm that girl. Scandalous. I usually don't kiss and tell, especially now that I'm out here in LA or whatever. I usually don't kiss and tell, even though some of my, hey Shayla, yeah, I know my subscribers. She thinks she be knowing T or whatever. Anywho, I don't be kissing and telling usually, so I did go ask this little boy that I'm about to talk about. I had asked him if it was okay to tell his story, and he was cool with it, so don't think of me that way, please. If this is your first time watching me, though, hit that subscribe button, and then thumbs up this video, and turn on your notifications. Now we gonna get to the story finally. So this story, it took place a few months ago. When I say a few months ago, it was like 7 months ago, I want to say, or something like that, or whatever. It was not a year ago, it was almost a year ago. So I would say it's like 7 months. This actually took place during Gen Beauty in San Francisco weekend. If you don't know what Gen Beauty is, Gen Beauty, they have Beauty Con, they have VidCon. It's just these conventions where all of the subscribers and stuff come for, like, to meet their favorite influencers, to just look at the attractions and stuff like that. There's usually a whole bunch of booths at these events and stuff like that with like makeup and things like that. I will be at Beauty Con Los Angeles, by the way, just letting y'all know. So look for my face because I'm gonna be walking the floor on both days. I'm just gonna walk through. Tweet me when y'all get there, and I'll come to you. You can ask the people from New York, I'll come to you if you tweet me. And then that's that. But that's what Gen Beauty was. So it was a weekend of Gen Beauty San Francisco. I had flew out to San Francisco, and I posted on my story, I'm here for Gen Beauty, and I had tagged San Francisco. So one of my followers that I actually follow back or whatever, and I follow him back because he used to always like show me love when I first started out on Instagram. I mean, on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. Like when I first started, like got popping, I had noticed him, and I always thought he was like a cutie, so I had followed him, but he was definitely a subscriber. Like I could definitely tell that he was one of those people, like for real, like not even trying to make me seem like I'm that bitch, but he was intrigued. Okay, he was intrigued. I'm an interesting bitch. You are too. Okay, that's why you're watching. He had responded to the post I posted on Instagram, and he was like, what's poppin'? I'm out here too. Oh, he said, what's happening, or what you doing, something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you lived in San Fran, blah 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 blah. He was like, yeah, I started going out here for school a year ago, this, that, and the third. And he was like major flirting with me, but he was also like congratulating me, talking about, I'm so proud of how far you came. I remember you being a little ratchet boy, something like that. Oh, I mean, I'm still a little ratchet, but you know, I'm just, you know, a little more sickening now. But we were just, you know, conversing and stuff like that. And I had told him I'm out here for Gym Beauty and just broke it all the way down for him. So Friday night I went out. The next day was Gym Beauty. Gym Beauty comes, and during Gym Beauty I had got a message from him. This message had like said we should just link up like while you out here. And I started talking to him like a subscriber still. I'm like, well, you should come to Gym Beauty because I'll be at Gym Beauty today. You know, I could get you in if you need it or whatever. Like I was telling him I got the connects to get you in Gym Beauty. Like, just come on if you want to meet me. But he was on some other stuff because he was like, nah, I'm not really into the beauty like that. He doesn't watch me for that. Like a lot of you guys don't watch me for beauty. But he was just telling me all that spill. And I was like, well, okay, well, I just stopped responding because I was like, I wasn't gonna link up with him at first. Now, my initial thoughts were, you are not about to link up with this boy. He is a subscriber, Kenneth. That was my initial thoughts. But after Gym Beauty ended, it was after parties and we went to clubs and shit. So I started drinking. If you know me, when I start drinking, my sense loses it. It leaves my mind. I do whatever. When I start drinking, I'm just a ball of fun. Every time I get drunk, I promise you, I get like super duper. I don't want to say that word because I feel like that's just gross. Like if I say horny like that, but I just be needing male attention. Okay. So while we was out, girl, I was looking for male attention, and while we was out, I got a message from him talking about he had just seen me. That night in San Francisco, we had went out to like this little gay, one of the main gay strips there or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but we had went to the gay strip there, and he said he had seen me walking with like other influencers and stuff on a gay street, and he didn't want to come walk up to me because he felt like it was gonna be awkward, but he said he seen me because he was out partying too. It wasn't on no creepy shit. I made sure it wasn't on no creepy shit. He was literally out partying with his friends too. And I was like, oh, you should have came up and spoke. And he was just telling me how what I just told y'all, that it was gonna be awkward. But we were still talking or whatever. Then when I got back to the hotel with the other influencers, we had went to somebody's room and we started getting even drunker, and we even started drinking. Us influencers, we be drinking. We are alcoholics. All influencers are alcoholics. Not all of them, but a lot of us are. Because when I say we was in this room just throwing back shots, and it was Hennessy, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, when you on Hennessy, anything could happen, and anything had happened. So as we're in the room drinking, I message an old dude, and he messaged me, and he says, when you leaving again? And I say, I'm leaving tomorrow, because we were leaving, like everybody's flights was scheduled to leave, or most of the people, the second to most important people, the important people stayed till Monday, but the second to most important people, we had left that Sunday or whatever, right? Like the people that wasn't doing meet and greets and stuff, we had left that Sunday. This is all in a vlog too, by the way. If y'all care, I'll be sure to list the vlog down below, and it'll pop up like that Gym Beauty experience. And when I told him that I was gonna leave on Sunday, he was like, so we ain't gonna have no time to link up. I was serious about that. And I'm just like, this guy is really persistent about linking up with me. Like, I was like, okay, I get it. It was coming off a little aggressive, but I was here for it because I was drunk off Hennessy. If you under the age of 21, don't be out there drinking, especially not Hennessy. That's trouble. A few shots of Hennessy and a few hours later, you just lose you just lose sense of control. It's like 2:30 a.m. by this point, and I just straight up told him, I said, if you are still out, you can go ahead and you can stop by the hotel or whatever, just so I can speak to you, because I would feel bad if I did not, like see you. Like, I would feel very bad because you were very persistent about meeting me. And he was like, cool, I'll come by right now. So I was like, all right. I gave him the address and stuff. He was like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. So they gave me 15 minutes to get my ass back to the room and get some type of cute or whatever, because we was walking around in big ass shirts and house slippers. So he comes, and honest to God, my initial intentions were not to like have a one night stand with this boy. Like, it was not, because I just didn't really want to do it. Like, I was all talk, and that's how I am in real life. Like, I'm not all talk in different situations, but when it comes to, I'm a flirtatious person, and I may talk more than I can back it up. I mean, I can back up what I talk, but I be talking a lot. But I can back it up though, so don't get me confused. Child, my intentions were not to sleep with this man, but when I opened the door and I looked up, and I said, oh wait, first of all, I didn't know he was that tall. He was like 6'3", 6'4", y'all. And he was fine. He was fine in person. I can't even, he was fine in person. And he was one of those like awkward looking dudes, but it was very attractive, like that dude that made Fat Thing. the Amen boy, who whatever his name, him. I don't know I never knew how to pronounce his name, but you know how he like cute but awkward, or like Wiz Khalifa, not awkward. He just had that type of vibe to him, and I was just living for him. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I promise you, when I opened that door, my mouth had dropped, because he was just like real fine. Like, I was like, I know I had some fine subscribers and some cute people, but god damn, like, you seen, boy. None of my other subscribers, I don't get no ideas, unless you over 6'2" and successful and ambitious and stuff. And I might consider, but don't be getting no ideas. But you might have a chance if I'm on Henny. He walked in, we start talking or whatever. He said, it's so good to see you. He tells me that I look even better in person. I be getting it, and I be feeling myself when people tell me that I look better in person. I be like, thank you, because these days people be looking rough in person. Like, not rough, but rough. Like, you gotta put bass in your voice. People be looking rough in person. They take Facetune. I'm all down for Facetune. They take Facetune to that whole new level. Like, I be like, you look nothing. Your jawline not even in real life. How you do that? As we're talking, I noticed that he was like, just like staring me down, and it was because what I had on, I had like changed into some tights and like a crop top or whatever. Whole behavior. And this is back when I was like super duper skinny and my ass was like poking. Like, I mean, my ass poking now, but I'm a little thicker now, so my waist not as snatched now, but she's still snatched, don't get it wrong, but my waist was like on 10 back then, okay? Like, we keep talking, and I end up sitting down on the edge of the bed, and he gets up and he just like start hovering around the room, and then he sits down on the bed next to me. At this point, I knew exactly what was about to happen. I knew how this night was gonna go and all that, because at this point I was drinking Hennessy.
And he was fine. Girl, please.
He takes my leg and he like put my leg all up on his lap and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, we just start kissing. Like, he was just staring at me, and I was here for all of it. I was here for the shits. You only live once. What's up? Like, live your best life. Like, whole life is fun, okay? Just be safe. So we start kissing and stuff, and we had moved from the edge of the bed to like the center of the bed. I had ended up sitting on his lap or whatever, and we just kissing and stuff like that. We didn't go like all the way to home run, but how can I put, nothing entered any, how can I say, what I'm trying to say is that we did it like have like sex, but okay, you get it? All right, I'll let you guess down below. I'm trying to keep this PG-13 as possible. We end up going to sleep, and by the time we had went to sleep, it was legit like 5 in the morning. I had to be up at 8 in the morning because I was checking out the hotel, and I had to go to Gym Beauty that day. Child, that next day I was tired. I was tired and I was through. And I know it showed in my demeanor, because when I'm tired, like when I'm super tired, if I don't got no caffeine in me, if I'm like super tired, I'm like, okay, like you could tell that I'm over it, and the smile that I have on my face is really fake. Or I think I be playing it off good, I'm not sure. He had asked me before we went to sleep, he was like, what time you gotta be up in the morning? And I was like, I gotta be up at like 8, because I gotta do my makeup, and I gotta finish packing, and I gotta get out here, etc. And he was like, cool. And we had just ended up going to sleep. He was a very good cuddler, and I be liking cuddling. Like, at first I thought I was like afraid of affection, like I didn't like affection, but for some reason, I like affection from dudes, but not nobody else. Like, I don't, that is daddy issues.
I love affection for dudes, but nobody else. And that just it got dark in this room. It got dark. I had the energy say, ooh.
It was at 7 in the morning when I had realized he asked me what time did I need to get up, just so he could have some time to do whatever before he had left. Okay, he woke me up to rated R real quick. He woke me up to head. Y'all, I was just, girl, that was my best life. I was happy to be tired the next day. I actually was. He ended up leaving, and that's just that. Like, that's just the end of the story. Like, that was my one night stand with a subscriber. He was cool. He's still cool. And that's that. Y'all be wanting to hear the tea. There goes some hot tea. I hope everybody enjoyed the story about my one night stand with a subscriber or whatever. If you enjoyed this story, comment down below and let me know. And be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I actually have to go get ready because I have a dinner to go to, even though I'm pretty tired. I am pretty tired. I really am. Like, I want to go to sleep. I really do want to go to sleep. But I'm about to go redo my makeup, and I'm about to get ready for this dinner tonight. I love y'all. As always, be sure to flip your hair. Even if you don't got no hair, be sure to flip it after you get done flipping your hair. Make sure you feel like you are that girl, because we are all those girls of the world. If you do not feel like you are that girl, I'm here to tell you that you are that bitch. If you do feel like you are the bitch, continue being a bitch. Before we get out of here, you guys, I need y'all to be sure that y'all subscribe. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit this little button. It's gonna be like on my head or above my head or something like that. It's gonna be a subscribe button. Click that subscribe button. It's a picture of my face, okay? And then after that, if you miss any of these videos to the left of me, I think that's your right. If you miss any of the videos over here, be sure to check those out, because they were some good videos, and content been sickening lately, so check those out. Thank you. I love y'all. Stay flawless. Bye.